What's your name?
Jeff Steinberg, and I represent Sojourn Project, where we take law enforcement, district attorneys, police officers, high school kids into the Deep South, retracing the civil rights movement of the 1950s, 1960s.
So, Mr. Steinberg, tell me, when was the first time you heard of Medgar Evers?
Oh, I never heard of Medgar Evers when I was in school because I was ripped off. I didn't know who he was. And then I met Merle, and then I met Rena, and Rena is now my sister. I've been friends with the Evers family for nearly 25 years. And when I bring officers and district attorneys and high school students, we go to Jackson, Mississippi, and we go to the Medgar Evers house and we meet Rena. And what we do there is really special. I have people sitting on the driveway, and as they're sitting on the driveway, they write a reflection piece to themselves. I'm a teacher by trade. What does courage and sacrifice mean to you? And why on the driveway? Why not in a hotel or on a bus somewhere? Medgar paid the highest price you could pay for his courage and his sacrifice. And I want people to really think, what would they show their courage and sacrifice for? On the driveway, we read from Merle's book, Watch Me Fly. We play music. And then the last line we read in the book before we stop reading is, Rena made one wish on her birthday candles every year: bring my daddy back. And I say, who would you like to meet if you could meet anybody? And they say, any chance we can meet Rena Evers? And who walks out of the house? Rena Evers. And she talks about her dad, and what she talks about her dad is so beautiful. When we're on the driveway, and I've done 119 of these now, and the wind comes by, Rena will say, hi, Daddy. Rena's nickname was Sunshine. Her dad called her Sunshine. Medgar said 5 days before he died, he said, if I can remember the quote, I love my wife and I love my kids, and I would die and die gladly if that meant a better life for my wife and family. Well, guess what? For me, Medgar Evers didn't want to die. His life was taken. So when people say he gave his life, he didn't give his life. His life was taken. He had 3 young kids. And I always say this, and this line gets me in trouble as a teacher. Medgar Evers is a founding father of America. He believed in real freedom, unlike Washington and Jefferson, who I've learned about every year since kindergarten through high school. Those 2 men may have done great things for this country, but they were slave owners. And if you're a slave owner, by definition, that makes you a racist. And we've all been ripped off knowing the story of Medgar Evers and other civil rights icons like the Damer family and others who are at this incredible convention. And I'm tired of us being ripped off. Medgar Evers should be taught in September, in October, November, December, January. I've skipped February, shortest month of the year, March, April, May, and June. We need to know who this man was, certainly who his wife was, because she was a partner with him in everything he did, and certainly Rena, who is, like I say, my sister and one of my BFFs.
I think we got it.
Okay.
I mean, I could ask you some
No,
more.
no, I want to say this last night, because we were given the awards, and I was the 3rd award, and the first 2 people said thank you, and they walked off. So I did my thank you and walked off. And then about the 7th guy did a preach. We did a preach. I said, I want to go back up there because this is what I would have said to the audience. I want people to know that Medgar's a founding father, and we need to look at him like that. And why are we learning about Washington and Jefferson and we don't learn about icons like Medgar Evers? Someone who comes on every trip we do is Minnie Jean Brown Trickey, one of the Little Rock Nine. They spoke about her last night and she spoke to the audience. Nobody knows Minnie Jean by name. I'll finish with this, maybe. Minnie Jean and I were on CNN a number of years ago, and a reporter said to Minnie Jean, do you get frustrated people don't know who you are? They may have heard of Little Rock Nine, but nobody knows Minnie Jean Brown Trickey by name. She gave the definitive answer that I've kept in my heart all these years. She said, if they don't know who I am, it's not their fault. It means we haven't taught them. Same for Medgar Evers, same for Vernon Damer, same for other historical icons. In one of the sessions today, Joy Reid said, you know, this is not about Dr. King. This is about much more than Dr. King. Dr. King's presence is always there, thank goodness, but we need to give voice to people whose voices we don't know, and certainly Medgar and Merle Evers are 2 of them we need to know. So thank you for the opportunity.
No, thank you, man.
So I hope you don't mind, I just came up and wanted to do this.